Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So as I already told you in the previous video that you have reached the final chapter of this term. This is the final chapter. It is chapter number 12, geometrical constructions. Okay, so you through this online sessions you have learned now 3 chapters. Do you remember it? Yes, we learned about the graph chapter, then the percentage chapter, and in between you learned number sequences, correct? Yes. So now this is the last and the final chapter for this term as well. Okay, geometrical constructions. So we'll move on with this chapter. Introduction about the things which you need for it. Okay, so the first one is ruler. You know already what is a ruler, which you use for all the subjects, right? For drawing lines and all. So ruler is the first and foremost instrument which you require for this, and you need to draw the lines with exact measurements and all, like 5 centimeter, 10 centimeter, if they are given according to the question. Okay. The next one is protractor. You know that. What is a protractor? Yes, which you use for drawing angles. I'll show you one. See here, you can see there is a protractor given here. On the right side, from the right side you begin, okay? So you can see there are blue colored values, or the values marked in blue as well as the values marked in red. I mean black, correct? Yes. So you can see the blue values are 0, 10, 20, 30 like that, and the other one is 180, 170 like that. So one we will use for clockwise measurement and one you will use for anti-clockwise measurement. I hope you remember all this for drawing angles in chapter 5. Correct? I will just give you a brief description of this. The blue values here, where the 0, 1, 2, which starts from right. So if you are measuring from that side, then your measurement will be like anti-clockwise. Okay? And so how you will place your protractor? You will place your protractor at the one of the end of the line which coincides the origin of the protractor. Which is the origin part? Here you can see the center point, the midpoint is the origin part. There you will keep and you will mark the values. If it is 50 degree, if it is anti-clockwise, you will read the values which is given in blue color. So it will be from right side. Okay, so these things you have already learned how to draw angle and all using protractor. Okay. Now the next thing is compass. You know what is a compass? You use compass for what? Yes, you will use compass for drawing circles. You remember? Yes, this is a compass, correct? Okay, so here we are not using compass for drawing circles. We are using compass for measurement and drawing other things. Okay, so I will teach you what to draw and all. So the main instruments which you require is a ruler, a protractor and a compass, and of course you know a pencil and a eraser is next mandatory thing. Okay, so we have four types of constructions actually. Main 2 types is construction of triangle and quadrilateral. That is the main 2 topic, and the other 2 topics are angle bisector and perpendicular bisector. Okay, so in this session I have taken the first 2 topics. Okay, so the first topic is perpendicular bisector. So you are going to draw a perpendicular bisector. Okay, so before going to the drawing, first I want you to understand what is the meaning of it. So first tell me, what is the meaning of bisector? You have already learned the term bisector. Just recollect in which chapter you have used this word. Do you remember? Just think it. Yes, you remember? It was in chapter number 11, where you have the types of quadrilateral and all. You remember the properties of square, rectangle and all. In that you have learned this diagonal, bisect each other at right angle, something like that. You remember? Yes. So what is the meaning of bisector? Bisector means a line which divides another into equal parts. Okay, so if it is an angle or if it is a line or anything, okay, if that particular thing is divided into two equal parts using a line, then that line is called a bisector. Okay. Similarly, what is the meaning of perpendicular? Yes, it is 90 degree. So together when you say perpendicular bisector means what it will be? Yes, a bisector which makes an angle 90 degree is called perpendicular bisector. So here you are going to learn about line only, not angle. This topic is about line. Okay. So I will show you a picture. See, this is what you are going to draw now. Here you can see the line PJQ, and there is a pink line which makes an angle 90 degree with this PJQ. Did you see the figure? Yes. So we can say that pink line, which is cutting that PJQ into two equal parts, and also it makes an angle 90 degree. You can see the mark, it is marked there. Yes, it is making an angle 90 degree with the line. What is the line? Yes, the line is that PJQ line, and J is the point where this pink line is cutting. Okay, and it is called perpendicular bisector because it is cutting it into equal parts. That means the length PJ, you can see there is one small line given there on the line, and in JQ also you can see small line. What is the meaning of this small lines? You have learned it, correct? Yes, if we just put two lines, then means that two lines are equal, small lines. In triangle or in that quadrilateral chapter and all, you have learned it. When we put two lines, it means equal. If it is arrow mark, it is perpendicular. You remember? Yes, you have already learned it. So here we can say that this pink line is dividing the base line, the horizontal line, into two equal parts, and that two, it is making a 90 degree with the horizontal line, and so we can say this pink line is the perpendicular bisector of this horizontal line. Okay. So now we will see how we will draw such kind of perpendicular bisectors. Okay. So I want you to take your scale, pencil, protractor. No need of protractor for this, but this one you need. Compass is the main instrument which you are going to use for such kind of drawings. Okay. And one more thing before going to the drawing, you can see in this figure there is two X kind of things on top and bottom. It's not X, it's called arc. Okay, it is called arc. Arc means with the compass, when you draw small curved line, that is called arc. Okay, so whenever I use the word arc, you should understand. Cut an arc, draw an arc means this is the meaning of arc. Okay, we'll just draw a line, something like this. Okay, so first no need of taking pencil and instruments. Just listen to the presentation which will be coming, and then after this, and see how you will draw a perpendicular bisector, and then I will give you again steps. At that time you can draw it. Okay, so please listen to the coming presentation properly about drawing. Okay, so now we will see how to draw the perpendicular bisector. I hope you remember the figure which I showed you now. Okay, so we'll see how it is. Draw a line of any measurement using scale. Take your compass, and the line name is AB. Okay, so keep your compass on point A, and see the measurement is more than half of the line. Okay, the radius taken, and cut two arcs on top and bottom, and use the same measurement and cut two arcs on top and bottom from the other point. So you will get 2 points in the arc like this, and join those 2 points from top and bottom. So this line which you got here will be the perpendicular bisector of line AB. You can measure and check whether it is correct or not using your protractor. Okay, so I will explain again. Please see how it is. Okay, so I draw a line and named it as AB. In the compass, I took a measurement which is greater than half of the length of this line, and from A I draw an arc like this on top and bottom. Then using the same measurement, I draw another arc on top and bottom which cuts the arc like this. So I got 2 points, and using the pencil and scale I draw a line which joins the 2 points on top and bottom, and this line is the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. Okay? Steps for drawing the perpendicular bisector. The question will be like this: draw a line segment AB of required length, construct the perpendicular bisector of AB. Something like that will be the question. Maybe they'll give the measurement. Draw a line of AB with 10 centimeter. So you have to draw that line using scale for 10 centimeter. That's all. Other things all same. Okay, the procedure is same. So what is the first step? Draw a line of any length using ruler and name it AB. You saw in the video. And what is the next step? Yes, take your compass and adjust the arm of compass more than half of the length of the drawn line. That's what I told. It's bisector, so the arc should be drawn, or the radius of the compass should be more than half of the drawn line, and cut 2 arcs. I told the arcs from point A on top and bottom of the line. You have to draw 2 arcs on top and bottom of the line, and use the same radius and do the same from B. So don't change the radius, just take the compass and place it on B, and again draw 2 arcs on top and bottom, or you can say that cut the previously drawn arc on top and bottom, so that you will get 2 points on top and bottom of the line, and join the points got on top and bottom using a ruler. So that joint line will be the perpendicular bisector. I hope you understood the concept. If you are not clear, again watch the video of this drawing session. Okay. So that is the first topic, and the second topic is angle bisector. Okay. So bisector, you know what is the meaning of bisector? Yes, it is making into a half. So what's the meaning of angle bisector? Yes, you are bisecting an angle. That means you are drawing a line which will make the angle into 2 parts, equal parts, that too. Okay. So you know what is an angle? You have drawn, like, it is a combination of 2 lines, and the angle will be formed at the corner of the 2 lines, which is having a same end starting point. So angle bisector divides the angle into 2 equal ones. So now I will show you the picture. See here, PQR, the blue line is the angle, and the pink line which is coming over there is the bisector. That means the PQ and the pink line, that part angle is equal to the pink line Q and R part. You can see the angle drawn. They have marked 2 dashes, 2 small dashes on that, on the corner of Q. Near to Q you can see there. That means that 2 parts are equal. That means the angle bisector is the line which makes an angle or divides an angle into 2 equal parts. Okay. Now I will show you how you draw this particular angle bisector. So again you are using your compass. Okay. For drawing angle you will use protractor, and then you will use compass for drawing the bisector. Okay. So be ready and listen to the drawing session. So now we will see how we will draw this angle bisector. Okay. So the first thing is draw an angle of the required measurement as per the question. Okay. And here the vertex is C. From C, using the compass, any measurement, okay, you can cut 2 arcs like this, and thus 2 points are P and Q. Now from P and Q, again take the compass and use any measurement and cut like this, any radius. Okay, for both this you can use any radius. Okay, now the new point is X, and now you join using scale the 2 points CX, and the line will be like this, and this line is the angle bisector of the given angle. Okay, so here as you saw, you can take any measurement in the compass. So the first one which you are taking, no, the first cutting, that measurement should be same for both the cuttings. Then from there again you are cutting two arcs, no, that place you can change if you want, it's up to you. But once you are cutting from one point, the same thing measurement should be done from the next point. Okay, again I will explain, have a look. Okay, so draw an angle like this and the vertex is C here. Okay, so from C take any measurement on the compass as radius and you will cut two arcs like this. See, both the measurements should be same. Once cut, don't change. Now after changing, again take any measurement from P and Q for drawing the two new arcs. You can take any other measurement. So cut arc like this and the same measurement, but you have to cut from Q and P, P also. Okay, so you got the point X. Now join CX. So the line which you got here is the perpendicular, angle bisector of this particular angle. Okay, understood? Now we will see the steps of construction for the same. Okay, so the question is, draw an angle ACB of any measurement required and construct its angle bisector. Okay, so here the measurement is not given exactly. So as I told in the perpendicular bisector part also, if the measurement is given exact, you have to draw it exact. Okay, so what's the first step? Yes, draw an angle using protractor and name it as ACB. So using protractor, if the measurement is given, you have to use the protractor and draw. Like for example, if 50 degree is given, take your protractor and draw 50 degree and name it as ACB. C is the angle part here. Okay, so from C only you have to draw the angle. The vertex part is C, as you have seen in the diagram, like the video of the construction part. Okay, so C is the vertex. From C only you will draw the angle. Okay, then the next step is, with C as center, you saw in the figure, C is the center. So from there take any radius. Okay, any suitable radius, draw an arc to cut CA and CB at points P and Q respectively. What is CA and CB? Yes, they are the rays or the two lines which forms that angle. So those two lines you have to cut with your compass with any radius, any suitable radius, and mark the 2 points which you got it as P and Q. Okay, then what you have to do? Yes, you have to place the compass on P and then you have to take any other radius, use any other radius and draw an arc and do the same from Q to cut the previous drawn arc at X. That means at P you can take any radius and cut an arc, and from Q you also cut an arc, and the point which you got is named as X. And what is the last procedure? Yes, you have to just join C and X. So join the point C and X, and CX is the required angle bisector. So now again go through the video so you will understand clearly. Okay, so angle bisector and perpendicular bisector, these two things are just the basic of geometrical construction. Okay, the main thing is triangle and quadrilateral. So in this session I have explained these two basic things. So what you have to do is you have to go through it, and yes, assignment is there. You have to do the exercise question from 12A, page 305. You have to do question number 1 and question number 2. One is angle bisector, one is perpendicular bisector. Do and practice at home. Okay, so I am winding up this session with these two topics, and I'll be back with the next topic in the next session. Okay, thank you.